Hi guys, this is Ratchet's Raw, and we are playing Criminal Case, Elite Mode, Case 42, in plain sight. Let's allow Chapter 3, and Carmen was admitting that we are not going to see her again anymore. Katerina, I hope one day you'll forgive me for what I've done. Please look after Sanjay. You'll never see me again. Carmen, wait! Katerina, did you hear that? Was this a confession? Is Carmen the mole? Katerina, I heard everything through the switchboard. We contingency plans. Meeting. Now. Okay. Katerina, Carmen was calling from Lavinia's hotel. Thank God for caller ID because I can't trace calls without Elliot. You're flying back to Abuja. Bring back Carmen. There's no time to lose. Are you sure about this, Katerina? This behavior is highly unusual from Carmen. I advise caution. What if this is someone's trap to lure you to Nigeria? Then I'll be ready. It's too late for caution. If we don't act, Carmen will escape. I can't believe we didn't lock her up when we had the chance. Hold on, everybody. What if Carmen was acting under duress? If she's not the mole, she's in danger. And if Carmen is the mole, she'll be expecting you. Either way, it's a dangerous mission and time isn't on your side. Katerina, Michelle, and Jonah, you're all going to Nigeria. Get Carmen and come back alive. Okay. Katerina, on the count of 3, we kick down the door and go in. But Jonah, shh, stay back, Michelle. 1, 2, dump. Freeze! Drop your weapons or I'll blow her brains out. Oh, I know you're supposed to be in prison, buddy. Carmen, don't move. I got this. Fat chance, I'm here to finish the job I started in Madagascar. None of you will walk out of here alive. Take the shot, Jonah. Prepare to die, dirtbag. Bang. What the? And he's dead. We have no choice. Carmen, you alright? Yeah, I guess I owe you an explanation, Katerina. Catch your breath, Carmen, but Katerina will have some questions. It's us breaking in. Why were we even in the hotel room in the first place? Carmen, we relieved you unhurt, but I must warn you, you're still a suspect in Lavinia's murder. Tell Katerina everything. You probably recognize Aristide Akintola. He shot our plane down in Madagascar and then killed the pilot on Sombras's orders. I don't know how he escaped from jail, but he ambushed me outside headquarters. Next thing I know, I woke up here. But I wasn't Racis's real target. You were, Katerina. He used me to lure you here with that call. Akintola was a dangerous lunatic, but his plan wouldn't have worked without you, Carmen. What? Are you suggesting I was his accomplice? You could have released Aristide from jail and hired him to kill us all. Just the kind of desperate plan the mole would hatch to stop Katerina. Jonah thwarted your plans, but he also got rid of the only witness who could have incriminated you. Katerina, I can't fault your logic. All I can say is that I wasn't part of this. I'm not the mole. Then you'll be glad that the mole's plans failed and Katerina's still alive. We are taking you back to headquarters, but first we'll search the room. We can't afford to overlook anything. Okay. Alright, let's search the hotel room again. Two whiskey glasses. Oh. So two people were drinking here? Katarina, we have to restore that tour paper on our way back to Mazunda. The malls up their game and time's running out. We have to board our flight. You can collect the lipstick sample from those whiskey glasses during the safety demo. Okay. Alright, let's restore this. Oh, do I want to know what that cover represents? Oh, gee, not the spider. Katrina, that scientific journal you find in Nigeria is about dangerous animals. If things were so desperate, I'd make a joke about moles. And what about that sticky note? A couple of letters and numbers. It could be anything. You're right, since it's science, Lars will know what it means. Okay. Alright, now the whiskey glasses. Katrina, the lipstick sample from the whiskey glasses should tell us who had drinks with Lavinia in Nigeria. Let's put a sample under the microscope. Okay. What? Replace? Katarina, the lipstick sample from Lavinia's whiskey glasses contain Chief Ripley's DNA. You're right, this is proof that Ripley and Lavinia met in secret. A diamond smuggler and the bureau chief? I wonder what deal they sealed with those drinks. Remember, Katarina, Ripley's a suspect now. She can yell all she wants, but you're the one in charge. Yes. Miss Ripley, Lady Spericatarias has found proof you met with Lavinia. Please don't tell us you just popped over to Nigeria for a glass of scotch. I was investigating Lavinia. I thought she was Sombra, but I had no proof. I followed her to Nigeria to offer her a deal, but she was too frightened to talk. That's the least convincing lie I've ever heard, and I've heard a few in the courtroom. Admit it, Ripley, you were Lavinia's Sombra contact. Your deal was to protect her from the Bureau. I knew tying her alone was a risk. I ate a whole packet of WAWs on the flight back, wondering if my plan would backfire. I don't even like WAWs. I once yelled at Elliot for ruining his teeth with them. But you don't have time for an old woman's musings, Inspector Katerina. Don't say that. Admit it then. Are you the mole in the bureau? Did you kill Lavinia? Katerina, I'm tired to the bone. If I could end this nightmare by confessing, I would. But I don't have that luxury, and neither do you. Get out and finish the job. Oh, it could be Elliot. Oh, it could be you too. What does this note on the scientific journal mean? Katerina, I'm glad you're back. I heard Connor was kidnapped and you nearly got shot. Why are you so happy about it? Worse things will happen while the ball's at large. But enough small talk. What about the note to the scientific journal Katerina found in Nigeria? Ah, yes, the abbreviations reference a published article. You've got the issue number and the pages. What about the AD? Well, those are my wife's initials. Angela Douglas. It's one of her articles about snake poison. Rhino viper poison to be precise. Rhino viper? Katrina's right, that's the snake Lavinia used to kill that rally driver. Yes. So Angela wrote an article about rhino viper poison, and it found its way to Lavinia. Interesting. But Katerina, you already saw that case. What if Angela wrote about that poison? She didn't kill Nomena. She could have put Lavinia up to it. We must question Angela again. Okay. Angela, is this just a coincidence or is there something between you two? Are you the mole? Katerina, I heard what happened in Nigeria. I'm glad you and Carmen are alright. We came back with fresh leads. You wrote an article about rhino viper poison. Interesting you didn't mention it during our last investigation. I don't brag about my achievements, Katerina, but if you have questions, just ask. Our only question is, how did Lavinia find your article? Anyone can read scientific publications, Katerina, but scientists aren't to blame when knowledge gets misused by criminals. But if you helped Lavinia commit murder, you had a reason to silence her when she got caught. Nice theory, but worthless without proof. Your tongue's as sharp as your mind, Angela, but neither will help you if Katerina finds more evidence against you. Angela, you're very, very suspicious. Katerina, things are getting rough. First, that crazy gunman nearly shoots us in Nigeria. Then we discovered that Angela could have been Lavinia's accomplice in murder. Ripley claims she investigated Lavinia in secret, but it's more likely she was Lavinia's Sombra contact. Katerina, John says Carmen was kidnapped. I want to see her. Sanjay, I told you, Carmen can't have visitors in custody. It's against regulations. But I want to see her. Katerina, I want my mom. You call her mom. Oh, Sanjay, I never heard you call Carmen mom before. Alright, I guess we can make an exception. I'll only be a minute, Katerina. Oh, poor boy. I can't imagine what happened to him if Carmen... Don't say that. Not yet. You're right, Katerina. The clock's ticking. Let's get back to the murder scene. Okay, where it all happened. Let's go back to the prison cell. And is this the murder weapon? Katarina, that gun could be our murder weapon. But there's no way we missed this gun before. We knew what we were looking for from the start. You're right, the killer must have come back while we were investigating. But what are they playing at? Are they trying to frame someone? Or, well, they already tried to frame Jack, so... I'm sorry, there's no time to speculate. Let's uncover the gun's serial number. And that cleaning trolley's appearance is equally suspicious. Cleaners aren't allowed on crime scenes. Perhaps a mole wanted to erase evidence, or maybe this is another trap. Either way, we must search this trolley. And we know that Jax's gun was used in a murder, so the serial number is going to be his. I hope. Only 1 second. Katarina, you revealed the serial number on the gun. And you were right, the number matches Archer's weapon. Katarina, you found the murder weapon. Yes. But is Jack the killer, or was he framed by the mole? Katarina, it's time to put an end to this. Let's send this gun to Lars. Okay? "30 hours. Okay, now let's search through the trolley. Oh, painkillers. And the killer takes painkillers. Katrina, are those pills painkillers? How did these painkillers end up in this cleaning trolley? Unless the mole came back to get rid of evidence. If the mole had to flee the scene, maybe they don't even know they lost these pills. I hope Lars can turn this to our advantage. Okay. And did the killer leave something on Jax's gun? Katarina, I don't understand what you expected me to find on Jax's gun. Naturally, Jax's DNA and fingerprints were all over it. Or something else. We're hoping you will find something else. Which means either Jack shot Lavinia with his gun and he carelessly left his DNA behind. Or the real killer deliberately left Jack's DNA on the gun to incriminate him. Come on, Lars. Which is it? Well, I don't know. I mean, it looks like... Katarina, I don't know what to think. Leave the thinking to Katarina and just answer the question. Was there any other DNA on the gun? Ah, that's easy. Yes, Katarina, there was a tiny fragment of DNA on the handle with 2 X chromosomes. In other words, it was female DNA. So the mole made a tactical mistake. Only the killer could have left female DNA on Jax's gun. Which means the killer who betrayed the Bureau is a woman. I'm not going to comment anything else, not yet. Okay, now the painkillers. Katarina, these pills in the cleaning trolley will give the mole something to be sore about. That's what we needed to hear. What did you find? Molecular fragments of pigment, and I had to weigh them to determine their color. Let me explain. Human melanin is heavier than phenolmelanin, and it's also darker. These 2 molecules determine a person's hair color. Obviously, we are talking about microscopic quantities isolated from the surface of a pill, but it was enough to conclude that whoever handled these painkillers has black hair. And this black hair person killed Lavinia and betrayed the Bureau, but Katarina will bring them to justice. That's right. Katarina, you've been strong all along. Stay strong a little longer. I will. You have to face the Bureau's straight up for the sake of all your friends. The evidence is clear. Let's arrest the killer. Yes. Who is the mole? A bit too loud in my ears. And it was Angela, and she's the mole. Now explain to us, how could you? Angela Douglas, Lady Inspector Katarina is arresting you for killing Lavinia and betraying the Bureau. Katarina, are you serious? Surely you don't think I'm the mole. The evidence says you are. You really thought silencing Lavinia would throw Lady Inspector Katarina off your trail? This is absurd. My autopsies helped you solve every single case, Katarina. I provided evidence against Sombra everywhere we went. How could I be the mole? Well, you didn't want me to suspect you anything, so you did the autopsy as well. You played your role convincingly. You even had the nerve to admit that you took painkillers, after highlighting it in your autopsy report as evidence. You tried every trick in the book, from using Jackson's gun to blaming Sanjay for stealing your wedding ring, but you couldn't fool Katarina. Katarina, you're out of your mind. I have a family, Lars, my daughters. How could I be Sombra? You forget I work for Sombra too. I know how you tell yourself that it's just work. Except you chose to commit murder, frame your teammates, and hire a hitman. Katarina, I never wanted to hurt you. I hired a risk out of desperation when I didn't know what else to do. So you admit it. You're the mole. I admit it. I'm Sombra. I've been Sombra since before I joined the Bureau. I got away with it for years, genuinely helping the Bureau, but keeping Sombra informed of your moves. Not even Lars suspected anything. But eventually, things started to unravel. When our plane crashed in Madagascar, I knew Sombra wanted me dead. They thought I was too loyal to the Bureau. Recruiting Lavinia was my last-ditch attempt to prove I'm worth more alive than dead. But now it's over, Katarina. You got me. I surrender. Angela Douglas, you're under arrest for murder, but you have a lot more to answer for. See you in court. Katarina, tell me it's not true. My wifey can't be the mole. Lars, I'm so sorry. I can't imagine how you feel now. Katarina, if this is a mistake and you're wrongly accusing my wife, I never make mistakes, no. Lars, bro, calm down. Come with me. Please, Katarina, it can't be true. Katarina, I heard you made an arrest. This is a dark day for the Bureau, but we must go. The judge is waiting. Angela Douglas, you killed Lavinia de Brills for fear that she'd testify against you after her arrest. Not only were you Lavinia's accomplice in murder, but you were the one who recruited her for Sombras' diamond smuggling operation. In fact, you were a Sombra agent during your entire service with the Bureau. I won't deny it. I've been Sombra since my youth. I don't regret my actions. I did what I believed in. The weak die. You believed in Sombra? You, a Bureau agent and scientist, believed in murder and betrayal. You're not here to judge me for my personal beliefs, Your Honor. You clearly wouldn't understand them. I'm here to judge you for your crimes. Murder, conspiracy, corruption, the list goes on. Angela Douglas, for all the charges above, you are sentenced to life imprisonment. I did everything so that my children grow up in a better world, Your Honor. I accept my sentence. Dear Katarina, I'm still waiting to wake up and realize it was a bad dream. To think Angela's been the mole the whole time. I can't decide if I'm shocked, sad, or relieved. I knew it, Katarina. I knew Carmen wasn't the mole. Katarina, the coming days will be hard for everyone, especially for Lars. But if you ever want to talk, you know where I am. Forgiveness, hard work, and cooperation is what I expect from everyone in this dark hour. Katarina, exposing the mole was one thing. Making sure the Bureau survives is another. We need to discuss the way forward. And that's it. Alright, we're gonna stop here. We're gonna continue playing The Enemy Within, number 6. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like to this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!